everyone, I am Jessica from the Hood School of Acting, and today I want to talk about how long does it take to master the Meisner Technique. That's a mouthful. That's a hard question to answer because really there's no correct answer. There's no way to actually say it's going to take you 8 months and 5 days to master this technique. I am a person that thinks that you guys can constantly be learning, and you should be learning, and we should be in class all the time. Now, that being said, to really understand the technique, we're looking at least a year to a year and a half. I really tell a lot of my students, you have to understand that you're going to be doing this technique for about 2 years before you can really get into scene work and incorporate everything we've been learning up until that point consistently and get on set and feel comfortable. So really, to answer that question, I would say at least 2 years. Now, that might seem overwhelming, and it might kind of feel like, I don't know if I can spend 2 years of my life. The thing that I tell you all is that you're learning a craft, and if you want to be great and the best that you can be, you have to spend 2 years. You absolutely have to spend time. We can't just come to class once a week either. We have to be practicing daily. The thing that I tell my students all the time is, hey, you guys have this beautiful thing, which is online classes, the virtual world. So you can practice every single day, 10 minutes a day. Reach out to someone and say, hey, can we do repetition for 10 minutes? That's gonna help you guys really start to be present with your partner and pick up on so many things. Emotional changes, behavior changes. It's so important to stay active and do repetition. But we can be practicing on a daily basis. So when we think about a technique, remember, it's like being an artist, a musician, an athlete. We are constantly trying to improve ourselves, and there's so much we can do to improve. Same thing for acting. You guys have to learn all these stages: to listen, to respond, to believe in the imaginary circumstance, to know how to emotionally prepare, to have an emotional approach, to understand relationships and the different behaviors that come with the relationship. And then ultimately to add all of that and put the dialogue on top of it. It's a process. It's not something that we can do overnight, but when we see those actors that are great, in the theater, and we wonder, like, how are they doing that? How did they get that good? It's because they learned a technique, they learned the craft, and they were disciplined, and they focused on practicing on a daily basis. I promise you that. That's what we have to work towards, and that's why we're in class, and that's why I am always on you guys. How much did you rehearse? How much are we practicing? Because it is important. Now, that being said, I do think that it takes about 2 years to master the craft, but I've had so many students come up to me and say, hey, I've only been in class for about a month to 2 months, and I'm seeing the difference when I'm on set because now I'm really actively listening. Now I'm really present with that person. So if you're in class, even a month to 2 months to 3 months, you will see a difference in your acting on set or on stage. You definitely will. But to really, really feel the entire technique and be able to apply that to scene work, I think it does take about 2 years. But again, it's going to be helpful from the very beginning. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you online for an online class or in-person class. Click the link below if you'd like to try a free class. Thanks.